I see. So, you are the one that will be the next prince of darkness.
I am still trying to figure out what exactly he's saying there, but what is up, dudes? Welcome back to Hell Knight. It has been a phenomenal ride so far. I am like, this game is basically my brain extrapolated as an entire video game as a whole. I don't know how else to describe it. It's fantastic. I'm loving it so far, and it's just right up my alley. So to give you guys a little bit of a synopsis on the story so far, hang on, hang on. Yeah, there you go. This is a good. It's a Friday afternoon, and we're chilling kind of posture. But basically, we were forced underground after a subway uh, station got overrun with an unknown entity that started mass murdering a bunch of innocent bystanders, and as a result, we ended up in a place called the Tokyo Mesh, which was a imperial army military facility where they carried out various kinds of experiments. Um, in trying to resurrect a sort of life form, similar to the one that tore open the people in the subway station at the start of the game. And as we're continuing to explore this now abandoned base, which turned into this entire underground sort of Mad Max style, um, like its own little city. Like it has this sort of post-apocalyptic vibe, like this very detached from reality atmosphere to the overall construct. So as we're starting to explore this, we meet various different people and eventually stumble across a cult in the deepest regions of the mesh. And as we stumble across the cult turns out to be nothing more than a facade, a sort of proxy for the actual goal of the mesh in and of itself, which is a to generate fear within its inhabitants, and that fear then in and of itself gets converted into a form of energy, which in turn creates more of those creatures. And eventually people start to, as the influence of the hive where we're now at starts to expand, the people of the mesh slowly start to get compressed into raw data. And data in and of itself is kind of an abstract concept within this game because we don't really know if they're being converted into a digital thing or a representation of something digital. But as far as the game is concerned, people are literally being compressed in into person.zip, and it's been a fantastic trip of a game so far. I've been really enjoying it. It's kind of like Monsters Inc., but Rusty, kind of, yeah. I hadn't thought about that yet, but that makes a lot of sense, actually. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Ravok, Wexford, Empress, Leth, Jessica, Spectrobe, and Chris. Welcome on in. How are y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Stopped downloading. You wouldn't download a people, would you? But yeah, it's honestly like I kind of expecting a bit of a mess of a game when I initially picked it up, and sort of expecting like this very low budget horror game that was very cheap in its execution, very cheap in its gameplay, and very cheap in how it would kill you. And what I got instead is a surprisingly profound experience that um, really just feels like my entire brain extrapolated into a video game whenever I'm playing the Call of Cthulhu board game. and it's fantastic. Like it's got sci-fi horror, it's got a little bit of eldritch horror in there, and it all is combined within this like rusty industrial grimy package, and I love that. Big fan of the aesthetic and big fan of just the execution of it. Got thoughts on the companion system? I really like it so far. Like, it doesn't really feel too punishing considering the fact that usually a save is no more than like 5 or 6 minutes away. So if you do decide to bring a companion to the end, you can easily kind of save scum your way through the entirety of the game in and of itself. It's very interestingly done. So in at the end of the day, it becomes the player's choice whether or not to let a character live or die. And how many potential companions are there? 5, I think. 5 or 6. Because you got Naomi, you got Kamiya, you got let's see what came after Kamiya. Ivanov, Renee, and That Which Wanders. Hey, Simply Nutting, how's it going? What type of game is this? A first-person exploratory survival horror game. So, like, I'm probably gonna replay this game trying to get the true ending. It's really like it. It's really just surprising in every shape or way. Hey, Gypsy, how's it going? That which streams. Hello, hello, Spectro. How's it going? Oh, right, we just entered the conversion chamber. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Why did we end up back in the subway? Wait, that's kind of. Hmm. Okay, so the last bit of the game was completely non-Euclidean. Like, spaces don't work in correlation to one another, and now we're back at the surface? Is that because we want to escape? Or am I just being... No, I'm still in the hive. Interesting. It's going glad I could get out of work early. Yeah, it's good to get an early day every now and again. Just got the funniest fucking ending. Do tell. And I love how uncanny this game feels in every step of the way. I think it's the hive showing us what we want. What's interesting about the last place we entered was that wait, is this an actual door? This is an actual door. Interesting. What's interesting about the last place we entered was that at the start of the area, the how do I put this? It's kind of I'm having trouble describing what the okay, so here's what literally happens. Your consciousness gets uploaded into a virtual representation of a biological computer where the conscious thoughts of people are getting processed into raw energy. And the way that you enter that area is by not comprehending the space that you're in. So the computer, because you are part of an eldritch entity, the sort of computer entity that which devises a method to essentially represent the area that you're in a form that is comprehensible to your mind, but at the same time also adheres to what that which divides considers a logical choice to represent. And It's like this really vague it's more like an idea of a computer rather than an actual computer in and of itself. It's super interesting. Like that part of the game really cemented this. Now, depending on how the game ends, of course, like as of now, this is essentially one of my favorite PS1 games. It's so good. Like that is exactly what I love about these type of horror games. Just that they use the medium to create something completely abstract. Yeah, essentially we delved into the back rooms. Yeah. Uh, wait, what? Huh? Must be in the sewers or something. If we could just find some stairs or something to get back to the surface. Wait, what? This is the opening line. What? We're back where we started. You're dead. No, no, you're dead. Wait, what? Oh, this is really wild, honestly. Wait, if she got killed by the creature, doesn't that mean that her consciousness is uploaded to that mainframe that we encountered earlier? But we didn't take her out. I did not, Spectro. Is it worth the money you got it for at the con? So far, yes. It's honestly like maybe not in total game length, but the like the concept of the game in and of itself is very, very nice. What? We're back where we started from? I can't believe it. Her name is red as well. We did it. We did it. Now all we need to do is find a way out of here and then we're safe. Naomi? I must be seeing things. What's the matter? That is a good face. Stay alert. Okay, I am in a completely separated zone, but what happens if I go back through the door? Fucking cheeky game. Oh. Oh man. It's also pretty wild to me, to be honest, that we've encountered a game that truly handles the concept of non-Euclidean. Forget? Your life in this world, your possessions, your dreams, your memories. All that you are, you must forget. You must abandon all. It's the Holy Ring Priest, but we saw him die. I thank you. Soon our dreamed blessed great union will be completed with your help. All shall blend into darkness. All shall be reborn into darkness, molded by it. You didn't see the light until you was already a man. The supercomputer is playing games right now, get it? We and you shall become one with the Dark Prince. But how can I become one with something that I already am? Wait, hold up. Did they spawn? Oh, this game. It is messing with my mind so badly, but yeah, okay, that's us. Oh, wait. Holy shit. Wow. That is incredible. We're chasing ourselves down. As the creature, we have become that which wonders. Oh, man. We didn't get put back into our own physical form. We basically are now experiencing not just space, but time as non-Euclidean as well. That scream you just heard is Naomi running away. This is incredible. And if you guys want some good retro game vibes, please do go follow Jessica Fleur. Good chill vibes all around. But man, this game... This is PlayStation 1, really? It's like ending of Xenogears level shit. I love video games. So where's your original body? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Okay, but what's going on again with the lore? Okay, I'm trying to simplify this as much as possible. Aliens came to Earth, crash landed into a Tokyo subway, then started expanding that to the crash site to kind of absorb humanity into itself to create more of itself. And we're now experiencing a part of a... We're basically part of the Dark Prince, or the leader of these people, and we're now sort of coerced back to the core. I see a door, I open it. I wasn't expecting you to make it this far, I'm impressed. How long are you planning on crawling around down here anyway? Wake up, this isn't about getting back to your little life anymore. The Dark Messiah was already waking up. The fact that we met that hybrid proves it. And once he's awake, there ain't no stopping him or putting him back to sleep. Before you realize what's happening, the road will be awash in a sea of flame. There'll be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I've already been absorbed, become one with him. In other words, I've given my soul to this hive and to him. Now I am part of this hive. No, I am the hive. The hybrid, the future body of the Dark Messiah will soon arrive at the altar. After that, only one more thing is needed. You. The preparations are complete. All that's needed now for the Dark Messiah to awaken is your arrival. Then the world will be plunged into beautiful and endless darkness. We're all waiting for you. Don't keep us waiting too long. That freaking timing. Steve, thank you so much for gifting us up to Jessica Fleur. Really freaking appreciate it. Can I get some Kevin Richards in chat, please? Thank you so much, dude. Really freaking appreciate it. All right. Ah, that's a little better. My audio is a little bit on the fritz, so I do apologize for that. Can we explore, or is this like the illusion of choice kind of deal? Yep. Wait, another door? There are multiple doors. Ooh. Oh. This little bit of music actually is just distorted enough to really give me a bit of chills. Why did you abandon me? I was so scared. It hurt so bad. Naomi, no. You left me. You abandoned me to die. I was so frightened I didn't know what to do. All I could do was stay where I was, terrified to move. I thought I was going to die. That's all I could do. All I could do was sit there and wait for that thing to come kill me. But even then I still thought that you'd come for me, that you'd find me again. I thought you'd come back and save me. I don't know why. I mean, if you did, it would just mean that both of us would die. And I knew that you probably wouldn't come back, but I hoped you would come back. Even though I knew deep down you wouldn't. I just wanted to go home. I didn't want to die like this. Naomi. Is gonna chuck some nanomachines. Nanomachines. Yeah, I get the feeling that we're not gonna progress through this hallway either. I love that it's just an audio cue to play, so we can trigger that infinitely. If I want to go, I'm gonna go like a fucking TIE fighter. That was a good scream. Okay. Sarge. Jackson, what are you doing here? Sarge, what's going on? What is that? That thing. We shot it and shot it, but it still kept coming. It got me. It ripped open my gut. It just tore me up. All this blood rushed into my mouth. Oh, Jackson. Jackson. It hurt, Sarge. Then, when I was lying there on the ground, it jumped up on top of me and grabbed my head, and Hey, Sarge, do you know what it sounds like when your skull breaks open? It ain't a pretty sound, well, I'll bet. This awful sound just echoed throughout my body. Stop it, Jackson, please, just... It broke my head open and started eating my brain, Sarge. And I was awake during the whole time. I could hear it, feel it eating me, Sarge. I'm sorry, Jackson, it's all my fault. There were just too many unknowns. They didn't level with us. I never should have accepted it. Sarge, I didn't want to die like this. A hallucination. Why? Why do they show me things like this? This is such a good video game. Now, where does this lead? Bunch of fucking nowhere, that's where. So, honestly, I didn't expect this game to become the existential nightmare that it is. I freaking love it for it. Ooh, more hallways. Let's go here. Another door. Now, what's behind door number... I am concerned. Sarge, Danny, what? How's the girl doing? You know, the one you adopted after you killed her father in Biafra? You mean Kima? Yeah, I forgot her name. How old is she now? Why, what's it to you? Her father, that commando? He got shot up trying to protect his daughter. That's why he took a shot at you. He was trying to protect Kima. Danny, you don't need to tell me that. I know. He was all she had after her mother died. That commando was Kima's only family. Her face was dyed red with her father's blood. She tried to deny everything, block out what she saw with her young eyes. Danny, what are you trying to say? You remember her staring at you, Sarge? What do you think she was looking at, huh, Sarge? What do you think? You want to know what I think? I think she saw the blackness in your heart. She saw a darkness inside you so deep that it paralyzed her. She could even scream. All she could do was stand there, staring, trapped in it. And what about your record after that, eh? Lots of awards, commendations, someone who's not afraid, right? A soldier who doesn't fear death? If you ask me, everything you're trying to do is an attempt to make it up for her. If you're trying to atone for what you did, in other words, you're not afraid of death, Sarge. You want to die, don't you? This is an illusion. It's an image of Danny pulled from my mind, that's all it is. You court death, don't you? And now you've found it, haven't you? You found the perfect place to die in a battle you can't win. Daniel was a psychologist. He had a master's in psychology. He was always going around analyzing whatever we did. And someone has taken things from my mind and warping it, turning it into this. This is nothing more than an illusion made from my own mind. Of course, this is all well and good for you. I mean, you're the one with the suicidal urge, right? But what about us? What about your men who followed your orders? The people who died far, far away from their home in this god-forsaken place, without even a body to take home. Rest now, Danny. You've earned your rest. I wonder if this changes. Red like the Silent Hill ending? Not a little bit. Also, Silverwing, how's it going? Oh, that means we missed a door. That which sways. We are death, that which sways. We exist here in this dream world created by that which whispers. We were born in the dark recesses of the mind of that which whispers. We are that which sways. We give voice to the secret memories contained in the soul of death which whispers. The Nexus stones you carry with you, they are the key. They have within them the power to destroy the hive. If the Nexus stones are sacrificed at the pillars of the altar, then the hive will sleep forever. The Nexus stones, those are the stones we found at the warp points, aren't they? Why would you tell us about them? Why would you tell us how to defeat you? We see your thoughts. We know your fears. We show you your inner self. That is our task. That is all we know. God, this idea of these creatures just serving a single function. Somewhere in that little hive mind of theirs, there is a subroutine that determines whether or not something should. This is an endless hallway. Yeah. That something should have a function. So something like that which sways has a function within the hive itself. It's not just like, oh, there is a monster and it doesn't have any rhyme or reason as to why it's doing what it's doing. But in this game, everything that you see has a very deliberate function. And that is horrifying. What are you doing here? Hello again. Tell me what has happened to me. I couldn't have. I keep seeing this vision. It comes to me and then fades away. There's something biting me on my shoulder. Here. It is a burning pain like fire. Like a fire that eats away at me. Burning a bright light like the firework. And even though I can no longer see, there is this feeling, a pulse, a shock going through my body. If I just close my eyes, I can see it. I can remember it. I guess that means, well, I am dead, yes? Is she? Maybe. Okay, this is another endless corridor. You don't really have any indication of what your stamina is. Another? Wow. Wait, isn't that actually the scream that the TIE fighter noise was based on? Hey, Tail Spinner, how's it going? It's a bunch of sequenced sound triggers. Hey, Sarge, why did I have to die? Why did I have to die here in this filthy dark sewer in my grandfather's country? Why did I have to be killed by that whatever it is? Hey, Takeda, how's it going? And Khan, how's it going? I believe in you, Sarge. I thought that if you were with us, we'd all be okay. That we had nothing to worry about as long as you were there. And Terasawa, I will avenge you. You and the others, I promise. I wanted to be like you, Sarge. I wanted to be just like you, tough, without fear. A real soldier. Okay, so we're missing one potential conversation there. I feel like, despite everything sounding extremely budgeted, I feel like part of it is very deliberately placed. So whenever you're next to something that is extremely loud, it's supposed to be extremely oppressive. Like, we had something earlier in the game where we got zapped by a electrical wire. And that basically nearly blew out my headset. So you have overcome the illusions we created and come at last to this place. We are impressed. You are a most resilient prey. All that was expected of you was that you should wander through the maze of illusions we created, that your fear might ferment. So you're the one that's been transforming our fears into energy for this city of yours, and using it to resurrect the Dark Messiah. Fool. We are ever amazed at the simplicity of the prey. No matter. This is what you seek, yes? Very well then, take it. We shall not keep it from you. The Argent Stone. We will meet again soon. We look forward to tasting your fear then. Wait, what? Oh, I hope we have like one or two more areas. You're mostly running away from them and solving the mystery as it... Oh, fuck off, game. Not again. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Wait, how do we sound? Oh, this too is an infinite hallway. Wait, can I use the Argent Stone? Is this sewer just an illusion too? But yeah, it's a very exploratory game. Has a lot of elements of point and click games. Oh, it appears to be a machine of some sort, but it's impossible to determine how it might work. Let's see. Oh, that wouldn't be the end of the game without me at least pressing the wrong button like 5 times. There's the one that I wanted. Also, Jessica, do you know any other types of games like this? Like, I'd like to experience more of this existentialism. It doesn't have to be PS1 per se, but... Oh, we're at the altar. We're at the altar, and this might be a very short stream, chat. As I said on Discord, I'm probably just going to play until the credits, and then do the usual thing of the rating the game. And then call it a bit early. It's been a pretty long week. If you played Eternal Darkness, yes, I have. How's it going, Foretold Legends? I don't know anything else like this. Is there a game that is similar in nature? I don't think there is. Like, just in general, I don't think there is. Hello, internet? Are you okay there? Hey, Wexford, how's it going? Let's see. Who developed it? Deno Aitso Seisakusho. And it doesn't have a... Maybe... Wait, if I check Moby, maybe they know. Moby has all the answers. Deno Aitso Aitso Seisakusho. Oh, DeSpiria. Ooh, oh, wait, does DeSpiria have a... Ooh. Does DeSpiria have a fan translation? Oh, that is a good one. What is the other one? I wonder if it has the same writing. But, let's see, DeSpiria fan translation. Doesn't seem to be the case. I think I've played that one. Didn't know they were the same company. Okay, now we're in the meat and bones of this. Look at that texture work, though. Oh, now the symbol is complete. Oh, it's the door's locking mechanism. Interesting. Whoa, don't sweep too hard. Oh, this is eerie. Who did the texture work, but all I get is like 7 designers. There is not a whole lot of information on this game, sadly. What is Ratzel doing here? Glad to see you finally made it. This is it. You're almost there. All you need to do is go through that gate. What you've been seeking, your way back to the surface, the altar is behind it. However, there are some things you need to think about. Like, why is the altar here? What was the altar made for? Think, how have you gotten here? And last but not, how have we gotten here? Whoa. Game, stop. Think about all these things. Do you want to get everything back or lose it all? It's all up to you. Do you want to get everything back or lose it all? Think long and hard. How did we? Okay, so one of the things that environment did, that we explored at the end of last stream, was it made me question every single step of the way past that, because like every single space seems to be distorted and non-Euclidean from that point onward. And okay, so that kind of sucks. Can we fill that in? No. All right. I see. You were never in control of where you were going since the beginning? Pretty much. At least that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that this journey has been way more curated than the main character would probably like to admit. That's a long way from home. In the distant past, the Hive lost power while in orbit and plummeted into this planetary mass, becoming buried deep in its crust. The essence of it, the navigator of the Hive, the prince, was shattered by the impact and scattered across the surface and into the atmosphere, where it became dormant. Eventually, the planet gave rise to life, which evolved into the prey, humans. And in them, the essence is stimulated. The more the prey feared, the more essence we collected. When we sensed your presence, we knew that would draw your essence. If we were brought here for closer study, we discovered something that made us doubt our senses. But we soon realized our senses did not lie to us. You are not like the other prey. You are not simply touched by the essence of the prince. You carry the very essence of the prince itself within you. You are indeed the Dark Messiah. Come join us on the altar. It is time, and all that was scattered shall be drawn together, and the Dark Prince shall be reborn. I feel like that's the only downside. These cutscenes are... the subtitles go way too fast. We found it. Their central command center. If we can find the reactors or whatever that are supposed to be here, we can destroy them once and for all. Watch out, he's coming. You. Well, Prince? It appears your attempt to rule this world has failed. That which leads your task was completed once these prey were led to the altar. The time has come for you to return to the Hive. It was a mistake to come to this planet in the first place. Upon entering the atmosphere, the Hive ceased functioning. Your core was shattered. So we are that which leads. So the game is kind of vague about which function you actually are. So are you that which wanders or that which leads? That which wanders has been chasing us, and that which leads is what we are. Does that make any sense? Also, the Soccer Frontier goal is at 86%. Getting pretty close to the 90. None of these things had ever happened in the long memory of the old ones. Prince, you have lost. This planet has beaten you. I will now send you to the area where the altar's power source is. Use the 4 stones you have collected, coming here to stop the flame of the pillars. This is all I can do for you. The rest is up to you. Do you understand? That which confused. Let's see. Wait, there's like a whole section behind us. What is this? Where does this lead? Uh. Uh-huh. Wait, there are 2 variants of the altar? What? Like, even in the final stretch, I'm ridiculously confused as to what is going on. I mean, I'm loving it. Look at that texture work. That is so insanely detailed. I feel like Razo is baiting us, yeah, for sure. I also have, oh, I was about to say I also have unlimited stamina, but I don't. I really don't. Yeah, it's really incredible looking. Uh-oh. No! Okay, so I need to find my way through this. Yeah, there is a monster after us right now. Also, just a quick second, chat. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. And say hello to Gypsy. Gonna be closing out the week with a little bit of Stranger Things finale after the game. Okay, so what is actually... Wait, what? No, what? Okay, so are there multiple realms of the same thing? This is a new map. Wait, how does this work? I'm actually amazed that with the amount of texture detail that the game is still running as smoothly as it does. Gotta restore my stamina. That's the downside of this being a like a no UI type of game. Mm. Okay, so you probably have like multiple variations of the same area that you need to explore here, I reckon. It adds a lot, mainly tension, and that is something that I really like. It's the same with Dead Space, where you're constantly kind of forced to observe the monitor in order to see what the hell's going on. But I like it, and this button as well. Big fan of that. I've been blindsided by the creatures so many times now that it kind of um oh, there he is. That which stomps around. I feel like I'm on the wrong path here, like in general. Okay. What if I do... I've been here before, right? Oh, it's the wrong button. No, I have not. Oh, again, wrong button. I have been here before, however. Huh. Okay, so it's color coded. It's 4 areas. That means that I need to find the locations for the stones in all 4 areas. Okay, it's not that one. On paper like a map to keep track of it. That would be something. I'm not making a map, I'm making a stamina gauge. How's it going, Adrian? Okay, this is not where I'm supposed to. Oh, I get a new chance to do this. Let's fill in this little gap right here. Okay, that leads back there. Day off for Canada Day? Nice. Do enjoy your time out. I feel like once we click with what the goal is of this area, it becomes a lot easier to navigate. Oh, this is new. Oh, this is new. The ebony stone into the flames. Okay, I see. Okay, so that's how that works. That's how that works. And so I can cycle through different parts. There you go. Of the labyrinth in order to find the correct one, and the altar simply move me one forward. That's interesting. Cool concept. I like it. It's especially effective with that dude running in the background. This game is very ahead of its time in a lot of ways, but also somehow manages to remind me a lot of the Super Famicom sound novels. There were a lot of like horror stories that were on the Super Famicom that were basically just very crunchy pictures. Okay, so this is floor number 2 then. No, Clock Tower is kind of similar in terms of the crunchy aesthetic, but there are quite a lot of sound novels that are basically it's a mix between visual novel and a but spoken. Like at the time, that was kind of unheard of, so they called it the sound novel. All right, I think I found one side of it. There's loads on the PS1, yeah. Okay. You know what I'm also kind of amazed by? This is running on a PS3. And it hasn't crashed. Wonder Swan. Okay, so now I just have to wander around until I actually find the thing I'm looking for. Gotcha. Jesus, are you kidding me? How did you rubber band so hard onto... Yeah, this is I'm just gonna wait out my death. I'm out of stamina. It's not recovering in time. Okay, I'm gonna fetch a map for this one. Yeah, I ran into one of the creatures and it just outright killed Ivanov. I didn't expect it to be that close. Like it rubber banded like crazy. Also, my copy of Monster Hunter and Sunbreak arrived. Very excited. That plastic. Hang on. Gotta open this. There you go. Ooh. Oh man, are you serious? Are you serious? Capcom, come on. Oh, that is weak, my dude. That is weak. So the yeah, the code thing. So if you buy a physical version of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, it's basically just a cart of Rise, and it has a download voucher for Sunbreak. I didn't. Monster Hunter Rise. But it's kind of sad, to be honest, because that makes me kind of second guess this purchase, because I could have just gotten it digitally. But hey, I got a cool box out of it, I guess. That is weak, though. Weak. Yeah, we got the like, I might as well just turn in the original Rise to I don't know. You still get like 25 for it? Nah. I'm good. It is a cool box, and I really don't mind supporting Capcom on Monster Hunter, to be honest. Like, okay, we're gonna start out first of all by regenning stamina. It's kind of important. Wait, okay, so is there another option for me to do something here? Oh, wait, it's like that. I have a map open to expedite some of the process. Get the first one done. It just kind of feels a little bit weak to see a company like Capcom go like, oh yeah, there's a code in the box, enjoy. Like, nobody's gonna enjoy a code in the box. Where do I go next? Hang on. Trying to read the map here. It's a little confusing. Hey, Gekizembu, how's it going? All right. Okay, that's Altar 1. It basically cycles, so it's actually pretty easy to follow the it's actually relatively easy to follow the cycle. Especially when you just open a map button, you can just go like, oh yeah, I've already done this location, next. So it does make it pretty easy. Just become boxes with codes. They even have a hole for the CD, but it's empty. Yeah, it kind of sucks. The Switch is a very big culprit for that, and I don't like it one bit. You have to like, oh, this is a very cool game that I want to play, but I'm not allowed to because it's a code in the box. God, your stamina drains so fast in this area. Or it just never completely recovers. That is also a possibility. I go up the ramp. Heart starts pounding. Was that upstairs or downstairs? By the way, I want nothing to do with it. Okay, so I wonder if every area is relatively the same. Like the Mega Man X collection, so I'm probably getting Mega Man Battle Network on Steam. I'm probably going to get a physical copy of Battle Network, to be honest. And Helios, how's it going? Like, I am a big sucker for physical video games. Okay, so this is also kind of the same. But yeah, like the Mega Man Battle Network, the Mega Man Legacy Collection and the Mega Man Zero Collection both are big culprits for this. Heads up, here it comes. What? Oh, screw you, video game. Well, Ivanov is dead. Rip Ivanov. Seriously? Even the collector's edition isn't a separate cart? Are you shitting me? Wow, that is weak, Capcom. Weak. How's it going, Ray? That is some strong-armed nonsense, honestly. Give me Steelbook and everything, but no cart. Well, they probably gave you a cart, but it was Monster Hunter Rise. Okay, that's 2. Now I just need to avoid the little beastie until it's before it's too late. Okay, so essentially every area here is the same. So one of the main benefits of that is that you can basically apply the same strategy over and over again, unless I get ambushed around this corner. But I think he's up there. He's sort of guarding that entrance. Yeah. By the sound of it, at least. Like, yeah, at least the Steelbook is nice, but, like, come on, Capcom. Why not produce a separate card if you're going to produce Monster Hunter anyway? Like, what are you actually afraid of? Okay, so there are likely multiple ambush points in this area that you need to be very wary of. Primarily, stamina management is going to be very important. Like, you don't want to run too fast and drain most of your stamina already. Maybe. I don't know, like, it just kind of sucks. Then don't print a physical box for it. If Xenoblade can do it, then Monster Hunter can definitely do it. My bar for Xenoblade is very low. And I was impressed by Torna. Oh, please don't be like a rough ambush point or something like that. You're all alone now. What about Xenoblade? Xenoblade 2 kind of sucked, and the DLC for that at least came with a physical cart. Gotta wait for the roar. Please don't be there. Something popped in. I thought it was the creature for a second, but it's not. Please just don't be there. Oh, he's... Oh, okay. The ambush point is in a different spot. What is my favorite collector's edition? Ooh, that is a tough one. Please don't be around the corner. I know you're up there. I can hear you. I can hear you stomping around like an angry little child. I don't know what my favorite collector's edition would be. I have a few that I really like, and I have a few additions to video games that I really like. But okay, it's really gonna suck if I die now. We're one away from clearing this game. Ooh, that's a good question though. Probably oh, I really need to be careful here, by the way, because he sounds like he's on the track to the teleporter. Wait, can I maybe bypass that by being a little bit too clever for my own good? Probably my Metal Gear Solid 1 Collector's Edition. My favorite add-on though is the Peace Walker PSP that I have. I'm a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid series, and oh, dude, the Last Guardian one is great. That's genuinely a really good collector's edition. Generally, something that comes with a very decent statue or a very good edition, like mine. Oh, motherfucker. No, no, no! I will not be denied. Is there another teleporter on the map? I think there should be. Wouldn't take it easy though. He didn't activate, so that's good. Fucking hell, game! What are you doing? There is no time to react to that. That is insane. Well, at the very least, I know how to bait the first one now, so. Well, we're killing off the ancient deities, but wait, okay, so now that we're back on track, as well, like I don't know if Ivanov still has ammunition, but if he does, we can take care of them outside of the initial spawn. Like, I feel like the Here It Comes was like a little bit of a glitched out version, but after that, we might be able to actually do something about it. Luckily, I know the way to most altars, though. Like, this definitely is a pretty bad segment in the game. Primarily because the already very close draw distance is already like encroaching in on you, and it should give that feeling of paranoia, but instead it mostly gives you a feeling of frustration because you can really easily get blindsided by it. Like, if you look at the draw distance here, it's a little bit further than it was in the maze area. Well, luckily for us, Ray, I now have a gun. And the whiskey glasses from the Yakuza 6 one are really cool. Yeah, if there's like a themed, if there are like themed peripherals available with the, with the game itself, then usually I do really want to get my hands on them. What is the cutoff point for you guys for the pricing of a collector's edition? Okay, so the initial one I need to run away from. After that, it should be okay. That partially depends on how bad you want it. Say it's a game release that you've really been looking forward to. It's something that you've been craving. And what would your max threshold be? I'm gonna throw some mad shade at Xenoblade Chronicles 3 because that collector's edition is horseshit for the price that it is at. But say you get something like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as like a baseline. That is like your go-to point. This is like what the basis for your collector's editions are. Like an art book in a steel case. That's it. That's all you're getting. What would the price point be for that? What would you pay for something like that? And then on the second bit of that, a whole ass steel case. Yeah. And like 100-page of softcover paperback collector's editions. Let's say like so you have like the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 collector's edition as a baseline for this, right? Now on the other end, what would it be if it was a game that you were really looking forward to and there's a beautiful figurine with it, you get a soundtrack with it, like a physical soundtrack? That's also a thing that isn't happening anymore. I've been looking forward to, probably would have bought the Forbidden West collector's edition if it had been 150, but it was over 200, so I guess that's my limit. That's fair. I mean, 200 is a huge investment by comparison. Wait, shit, where am I going? Right. Alternatively, You could support your favorite streamer, right?
Rank up!
Exactly. Ravok, thank you so much for the sub. Really freaking appreciate it. Gonna get some Kevin Richards in chat. Thank you so much, dude. Like for me, for instance, like a collector's edition that I'd go hard on is something like Tales of. Tales of is definitely something that I will go hard on. The Tales of Arise collector's edition was very nice. I can tell is some of the stuff Japan gets in collector's edition are more so certain companies not wanting to make the product overseas. Well, sometimes. Oh, this just dunked me on the other side. Gotcha. Okay, so that's how that works. Now I need to reverse it. I still haven't gotten Elden Ring. I need to get on that. Okay, so I'm on the other side now. It's kind of randomized where they put you, but it should be easy enough to find. Oh, I get it. It doesn't matter which one you go into in this one because it needs you to go to a specific location. So I think I'm gonna give it that specific location to spawn the dude and then walk around. But I need to make sure that I have enough stamina for that. Otherwise, we're gonna lose Ivanov. I don't want to do that. Ivanov is a very good boy, and he's gotten me out of a lot of trouble. As someone who imported a posable figurine from Japan, had to pay $30 in shipping, it's probably economics of skill. Probably. Like in the Netherlands, however, there is a free trade route between Japan and the Netherlands, so we don't have to pay as much import fee. It's usually just a raw shipping cost that gets implemented. Yeah, and the AI Somnium Files Collector's Edition looks really good. I can see why people were very thirsty for that one. Okay, so I need to go down here. And that's going to trigger that which wanders at the top here. Or not? Like, I've definitely gotten a lot more stuff from Japan, but mostly like old art books from video games that I really like. Or in some cases, like Japanese resellers don't ship to the Netherlands, and then I have friends who are kind enough to jump into the fray. Really couldn't handle the eye stuff in the first, so I'm scared. Yeah, you're really bad with horror games, right? You'd think that with the amount of horrible puns that you make that it's a little bit easier on you, but no. Much to my surprise. But man, I really wouldn't know what collector's edition. The Moon one is really nice. The premium edition of Moon. There is a version of Moon that got released physically that I really enjoyed. It has like very cute little things. Oh, hello. That is behind me. But at least now I know where he spawned. So there's that. Just gotta be careful that I don't accidentally run into him. My stamina is quite low as is. Please don't pull that stunt again. I didn't like it the first time. I'm not gonna like it the second time. Thank you, video game. This is very kind. This is a kindness. The, God, what was it called? The Black Box Edition? For Nier Automata. I'm still so bummed that I missed out on that one. If there was ever, like, if there was ever a massive spending budget and I don't have to think about it, I will get that at resale value. Because that statue is just drop dead gorgeous. How many were those, by the way? How many altars did we do? Was it 2 or was it 3? Where did we spawn? Bottom. That would be left. You just get the Prime 1 statue. You're gonna finance that for me? Now that statue looks fantastic, but I don't know if spending that amount on any statue is a feasible thing. You're up there, aren't you? He's not. Interesting. How many altars were those, though? Well, we'll find out if we trigger this one. Like, I suppose it makes sense that the creature becomes more and more frantic the further we get into this, because we're essentially killing off what remains of this civilization, right? We're ensuring that they don't escape this planet. Okay, so this is number... I think... Wait, we can check this, right? You throw the ebony stone into the flames. Okay, so there's one more that we have to do. And we're just going to move very slowly, allow the stamina to build up again. And then there's hoping that he spawns behind us again. Like, that was a very nice gesture on the game's part, because it allows me to know where he is instead of accidentally running into him. I mean, like a 4K deposit. Let's just do that. That's not insane at all. I'm not hearing him over there, so I'm guessing he is guarding one of the exits. Okay, so that doesn't work anymore. Son of a cuck! Are you serious? Are you serious, video game? Oh god, we're locked in here. Gotta make a break for it. No longer burdened by the extra meat. Oh man, that conveyor belt is terrifying. Okay, we got one more, so we should be fine. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait here for a second. Oh, that was a lot of poor decisions in a row, honestly. That was a lot of poor decisions in a row. Man, I do hope we can escape this one. And I'm gonna play it a bit more careful, and just whenever I hear him, I just go the other way. Like, I know you can't reach certain places, so hopefully that is something that I can use to my advantage, but... And don't use the fucking conveyor belt. Like, if I get locked in there, I'm gonna be really mad at myself. So far, so good. We're gonna hear him once we go down here, I think. So take this path instead. It gives us 2 options to run away. He's above. Although, I don't actually know what happens if I get the final altar. Might be a bit lucky. Just in case, though, let's regain stamina. Jesus. This is such a rough part of the game. Like, this is really harsh. Like, map knowledge is vital in this. I mean, you do learn from your mistakes, and all the maps are technically the same, so the altar location is always in the same spot, but... Just a few minutes ago, what was burning with flame is cold and dark? Wait, what? Can I still access my inventory? Wait, hang on. Okay, so this wasn't even the correct one. Oh, crap. I think I understand how this works. I think I understand how this works. Okay, it doesn't seem to be obvious, but it does cycle in a pattern. So we just need to find the last one. I don't like that silence. I get the feeling like he's gonna spawn here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. A quick turn button on this game would have been god tier, to be honest. Have we done this one before? I don't think we did. No, this does not look familiar. think we carry one more stone. Oh, right, we can just see that. Of course. I can see which one I've done. Oh! Fuck off! I am running! I am running! Oh. Okay, so you can't get away. That's good to know. My heart is pounding in my throat. Ooh. Yeah, that was a mysterious surprise right there. This game's kind of insane. I really do love how stressed this game can make you feel with a couple of simple mechanics. Like, you're constantly on edge. The sound design is so well implemented as well. But I'm making this very difficult on myself, whereas I could just... If this is red, then we know we're going in reverse. And red. Red. We had blue, red. This is new. Yep. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay, this should be here. Okay, don't spawn. Okay, so is that up there or is that... Shit. Okay, so is there another way I can get there? Oh no. Okay, I gotta get out of here fast. Okay, so there isn't really a specific way to get there. Do I risk it? Oh, am I going the wrong way? I am. Okay, Okay, what is the best way to do that? Like, I think we can play the system here a little bit. It all kind of depends on whether or not I make another stupid mistake. Yeah, it should be doable. It really depends on how he spawns, though. Like, as long as we get the second ambush point first, and especially considering that we now know the route in that we need to take for this. Well, the game has always been like this. It's just that the infrastructure of this part is not designed to be able to evade something like this. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I can maybe ambush Ivanov in the last one. So do like a sacrificial lamb on Ivanov and basically throw him in front of the monster, because I don't think he can stun the monster. Not anymore, at least. I think I used all his ammo, or the game has some dumb reason for not allowing me to. But beyond that, it's pretty easy to evade it. If he, unless he charges from the dark. So if we get him when he's roaring, and I don't know where he is, that's kind of the tricky part with this as well, because there are 2 levels. It's very easy to mistake him for being in a different location. But yeah, if I can do this, it should definitely make it a little easier. Like, with a bit of luck, I can just schmoove my way past. To be fair, Ivanov's story is already told, so not really feeling that much remorse. Still though, I keep hoping that he spawns off the beaten path, because that means that I can easily bypass him. Hey, Bunny Carl, how's it going? But it really depends. Yeah, there he is. He's up there. There you go. Okay, so that's altar 1. The main benefit now is that we also know that the map can be really used to our advantage. The way that you can see which altar you are missing after the 3rd without having to go in there is by just pressing start. Living the dream, that's good to hear. Okay, so that's Vermilion. That's 1. So we can kind of play the system here a little bit. Kind of. Not entirely, because there's a randomized factor in which order you do these areas. I generally think the Ebony is supposed to be either next or last, which was the one that we were missing, because that is the one that has the ambush point there. So what I think you need to do there is maybe make your way through the area as quickly as you can. Let's see, what is the best option? Yes. Hey, Pell, how's it going? Let's see. So, like, this is a scenario where I'm not certain where he actually is. And those are the most dangerous moments. When you hear the roar and you don't know where he is, then it's technically already too late. then you've hit the point where you can no longer turn around and run away. But the game does give you quite a bit of leeway when it comes to that. Like the screaming part is a very good mechanic in that regard. Okay, so the dark blue one, the purplish one, is the ebony stone. So if we go there now, we might encounter him at the ambush point. Okay, it's not. And it put us on the other side of the map. There's a little bit of an odd tedium to this that I really like, though. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying this. I'm just going to take it a bit slower, make sure that I have the stamina to back this up. Like, this is the crossroads that I'm constantly trying to remember. Once I get to that point, it should be fine. Okay, this is no ambush point. Let's see. Famous last words, fair enough. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Come on, swoop. That part is a stamina drain as well, by the way. Like, it's really easy to lose out on a bunch of stamina on that part. Okay, so there is one at the top. And Pill Pal, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Cream. Okay, so we skipped Ebony and Argent. Is it Argent or Argent? Is this the one with the chase, though? Or was that Argent? No, this is the one with the chase. Okay, so it is a sad pattern in how you get run down by this creature. Luckily, he's pretty easily avoided. Now, I hope I don't encounter him at the entrance again. Let's see. So we had red, we had monochrome. Then it's blue and dark purple that are remaining. Please don't spawn at the top. No matter what it takes, I will destroy this thing and it's rolled. It's the only way I can make it up to my men. I'm gonna play it a bit more careful here. I think he teleported. Wait. I just realized that this one doesn't make the zapping noise when it teleports. It just vanishes. But at least now we know what we can do. Okay, this should be blue then. If the order is the same. Hang on just a second, chat. Okay, which one is this? I think this was the one that we died on last time. That means that I do have to be a bit more careful. Oh no, you actually do spawn on the short one at all times. Interesting. Okay, so first things first. I'm gonna map out this side so I know what I'm getting into. Okay, so this is not the one where your ambush is right there, I think. Or it is. Oh man, I'm confused. If I can avoid it, I would like to, but God, this draw distance is killing me. Oh, he's not there. He's not there. Nice. Okay, we do have to be super careful though. I don't want to waste Ivanov. If possible, I don't want to waste him at all. But if necessary, I would prefer it to be on the last altar. We got one more altar to destroy after this. And after that, I think that's the end of the game. This part is really interesting though. Like it really kind of boils down to how much can you manipulate the AI before it manipulates you. And that's just a matter of like stamina management and everything. Oh, this is the ebony stone. So the last one is the one with the ambush point. Okay. Gonna take a second to let my stamina regen here. And see if we can avoid him. I'm just going to try the same route. Like, so far it has been very helpful. And it allows me to avoid him and not get caught, like, wedged in between. And it also simply allows me to just leave. That's also a big thing. So if you take left, you get stuck at the conveyor belt. If you go here, you can go both ways. So this is the better option, like, regardless. Hopefully I don't encounter him. What's this hybrid called, actually? Does it have a name? Or is it just an upgraded version of that which wanders? I don't trust this, like, at all. Where is he? Don't you dare ambush me here again. I'm ready. I'm ready to turn around. Ooh, okay. So we still have Ivanov with us. Let's see where the portal drops us off. Well, the only one we haven't had was blue, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last one. I have to find a way to avoid him. Can I maybe spawn him in a different spot, though? Okay, that leads to the back of that. I might have to just leave the area entirely, if that's the case. Three, two, one. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so there's no real way past him, I think. Because the only location where you can dodge him is on the other side. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, because that's the conveyor belt part. Okay, so if I go here, can I maybe... Wait, maybe I can... Hang on. There was one where he ambushed me here. I want to see if I can game the system a little bit. Okay, so not here. Man, this is intense. I don't want to sacrifice Ivanov if I don't need to, but I might have to. This is a good position. Because the second I hear him, I know I can move the other way. Wonder if he's still there. Wait, what? Ever trust something even less than you did before? Huh. Oh, he's there. He's up here. Huh. Okay, so going back to the starting point resets his position to a default. It bypasses the ambush point. That's interesting. That is really interesting, actually. God, what a fascinating game. I really like this though. It's very arduous, but it's a very clever way of letting the player experiment with enemy AI. Oh. Wait, he died? You did it. Not bad. Not bad at all. The Dark Messiah will awaken no more. Now that the Hive's power sources have been cut off, it will no longer be able to maintain itself. Soon, every part of the Hive will shut down and slowly coalesce into stone, like a fossil. But just as it was before your kind came. You must hurry now. There's an elevator made by your kind behind the altar. It's the only way to get to the surface. Do you understand? You have to get out of here before everything is destroyed. Go. What are you? You're one of them, aren't you? Why help us? Why stop the Dark Messiah from awakening? I wasn't helping you. Now go on. There's no time left. The flames are slowly beginning to go out. Do you want to open the door and go through? Oh! I think we did it. Oh, okay, there goes Tokyo, I guess. Okay. So that is... Okay, interesting. Hang on, I'm gonna go to the options screen so it doesn't move out of the way. Okay, so I'm looking this up right now, and there are 6 endings in total. And there are 3 of them that are worth trying to get. Naomi, Kamiya, and That Which Wanders. But honestly, this is an incredibly fascinating game, honestly. The art direction is somehow way ahead of its time, as well as just kind of stuck on the Super Famicom. And it's kind of baffling how structurally sound everything is in this game. Like, it's not that it's great at what it does, but it's so functionally sound that it just works. And that is probably more than most horror games do on the PlayStation 1. And like, I just really like that there are like some structural limitations to the game. Like, it probably didn't have the biggest of budgets to begin with. And that part shows. Like, there are just some things that the game has cut back on. I feel like the cutscene compression is a big proponent in losing some of the story. Like, it's one of those factors that because the compression is so great on the little FMVs, it sometimes is really difficult to discern what the text is saying. And that kind of makes some parts of the story hard to follow. And it's definitely something that you pay attention to on multiple playthroughs. And hey, Brandon Golfer, how's it going? So that is generally generally like the most noticeable. The other part is that the game is kind of senselessly cruel in certain aspects. The get out of jail free window for avoiding monsters is relatively small when it comes to their approach. So once they start running, it basically means that you're already dead before you're caught, because it's really difficult to just turn around unless there is like a 90-degree angle corridor by your side. At that point, you're not going to get away. So that kind of sucks. But on the other hand, like, the save points are so close together. Like, you can trigger save points on any area transition, so it doesn't really matter. FMV sent voices in the Japanese version, so you wouldn't need subtitles. That's fair. And hey, Mukari, how's it going? But in terms of its narrative and its design, this is an incredible video game. Honestly, like, the story of this game is so well put together, and while it does kind of fall into the trap that a lot of horror games do, where they do kind of resolve a situation, and in a lot of cases in this game, it raises more questions than it answers. So even though we know what happened, the way that it's presented is done in a deliberately confusing way. And that results in the game itself feeling more ambiguous than it actually is. And the way that certain areas are presented is just fantastic. Honestly, one of the strongest turns on its head happens at like the 2/3 portion of this game before you enter the hive. Like, that the whole cult thing is sort of a stepping stone for the narrative to propel itself forward. And that gives the game so much more flavor. And it's honestly, it's a really cool concept that they went with an alien race coming to Earth and trying to overtake it by using the certain wavelengths of human emotion to basically fuel themselves. And when they're strong enough, when they have the entire planet devoured, they lift off And after our prince is resurrected, they lift off and go to another planet to do the same thing over and over. But the way that that's presented through this sort of biocomputer representation of a data net is so delightfully alien. And I love it. It's such a beautiful aesthetic to this game, and I really like it. It took me a while to warm up to the whole chase sequence idea, but the enemy AI is generally very easily confused. So even if you have some problems with initial chase sequences, like later in the game, you know how to play the AI against its own limitations, and that's really cool. I don't know what happened, but that's because I dropped this game myself and I missed the stream. Well, the VODs are still up. So if you're ever interested in seeing what's going on and want to see a dude lose his mind on stream over how good something like that is, then feel free to check the VODs on that one. But this was insanely cool. I really like this. I was kind of worried when I initially got it, when I initially got my copy, that it wouldn't be any good at all. Quite often with these type of games, it sort of stumbles and falls into itself in a lot of ways. Especially with PS1 horror, it tends to be kind of tedious and not very fun in the gameplay department. But I really had the sense that this game flows really well, and that the revisiting things for the different endings is a fun process, because even along the way you can still kind of make different choices against different characters, and then figure out like, hey, this is you can also choose this thing on this character, and then it influences a part of the game where you get like either an optional area or you immediately go to the next bit, and it's just really cool. I feel like this game was in some parts way ahead of its time. In other parts it's severely lacking. But any and all problems that I had with the game were kind of mitigated, except with the last bit, because that lasts quite a bit. Like most of my problems were mitigated by the fact that usually when I died, there would be a save point like 2 minutes prior. So that's really nice. It's really nice to see a game do that and give you the opportunity to fail, especially in a game that is as brutal as this, where usually you only get 2 hits before you die. So yeah, I gotta say, like, I really enjoyed this. This is gonna go down as one of my personal favorites among them damn video games. Like, it's just an aesthetic that just immediately hits the right spot with me, both in narrative and in execution. That's honestly, that has my seal of approval. I really like that sort of System Shock style of horror, and I really love eldritch horror, like that cosmic horror, that sort of nihilistic approach to things. But the only thing I'd probably say that is that it would have been nice. I don't know how the other endings are, but it would be nice to see what happens if you fail. It's probably like a budgetary restraint, but I feel like a game like this would have a basically everything dies ending. And it doesn't, sadly. It has 6 endings based on which character you reach the end of the game with. And none of them are like, oh, the hive takes over, and it's mostly just the ending cutscene changes and certain bits and pieces of the game change. But yeah, I'm gonna add that one to the list. I'm personally, chat gave this a 7.3, but I'm gonna be a bit more biased, and I'm gonna say that this is a 9 out of 10 for me. It it just hits that very specific niche craving within the horror genre that I really love. And the Hive is the friends we sacrificed along the way. Ain't that the truth? But it really scratches that very specific itch that I have when it comes to approaching horror. And that just kind of leaves it at a very, very nice little how do you call that? Is pedestal a word in English? Hang on. It is. It's got what gills crave. Yeah, pretty much. Like, this is good nourishment for me. Pedestal is a word. Yeah, I had to look it up because, like, a part of my brain went, like, is that a Dutch word or not? It's like basically like a pillar that you put a statue on or a bust of something, but I put Hell Knight there. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's a nice little fluently progressing horror game with a very, very well executed story. And what I'm really curious about though is the post data center segment with different characters, because we now had Ivanov specific sequences during that, and I wonder what happens if you say like meet Kamiya during that part, or have Renee with you during that part. And with that said, have an absolutely phenomenal weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully you have a good one. Stay beautiful. Keep on gaming. I'll see you all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye-bye.